Hey there, good looking. Join me for this 10-minute ab workout, which is easy on the wrist. So we won't be planking on the wrist. However, there are some side planks in which we are going off of the forearm. Now, this is the perfect little workout to add on after an existing workout or after a walk. And it's also no repeat. So, no tools required. Let's go get started. All right, let's get set up. We have 10 exercises to do, 40 seconds of work each exercise. And as I said, we're not weight bearing on the hands at all. On our backs, knees lined up with the hips, ankles lined up with the knees. Hands are light behind the ears, moving into a bicycle crunch, rotating as we lower one leg and then the other side. So let's begin. Now, if you need to modify this exercise, you can have the feet on the ground and then you lift the knee up. So a nice modification if you find that bicycle crunches really aggravate your low back. Think about breathing out as you lift and twist. Make this harder. That leg is fully extending out just a couple inches off of our ground. Last few reps. One more. All right, keep those hands light behind the ears for me or the head. Bring the legs straight out on a 45-degree. We're driving the knees in as we crunch up and then extending out. The lower the legs are to the ground, the more challenging this exercise is. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Knees in. Crunch up, extend, lower, and continue on. Now, I don't know if I'm in trouble because I already feel my abs. Just started. I'll be honest with you, I don't do a lot of isolation training for my abdominals because I find that my big lifts that I do with my weight training and my Metcons that I teach here really hit the abs. But once in a while, it's good to test the metal and see how those abs are doing. Breathe out as everything extends. Coming onto one side of the body, elbow underneath the shoulder. We're going to bend the bottom knee and lift up into a side plank. If that doesn't work for you because of weight bearing on the shoulder there, what you can do is a side plank like so. Otherwise, everybody lift, reach, and hold. Now for my intermediate advanced people, let's straighten both legs and get the hip high. Stay out of that bottom shoulder, please, and just breathe. 40 seconds here, no problem. Now we're going to stay on this side for 3 full exercises, really targeting our obliques here, our waist muscles. Last 3, 2, 1, and lower. Woo! Now stay on this side, come all the way down. This arm's going to extend out. Roll onto your bum a little bit so you're not right onto the hip bone. Knees are bent, hand light behind the ear, and I want you to come up, crunch, and touch that outside ankle. Rib to hip, crunch. If you want to make this harder, lift both feet. Now I am pushing off the floor with my bottom arm, totally doable. You're still going to feel those waist muscles reaching to those heels. Now, lucky us, we just have to tell ourselves just one set of everything. That's it. The last 10 seconds. Rib to hip, breathing out, lifting and reaching with that hand. All right, last one on this side. Let's get back into that side plank position. Again, if that doesn't work for you because of a shoulder issue, continue on with that side crunch that we just did. Let's go down onto the bottom knee here. lift ourselves into side plank. Extend the arm right over the head for me. Now lift the arm and the knee and give me a bit of a side crunch while we also hold this iso side crunch position with the side plank. If you want to be advanced, both legs straight. I'm going back to bottom knee bent. Just gonna play it safe here. Otherwise, this is gonna be me lying on the mat for your workout. Here we go, last few reps. And then we'll do the other side, starting with the side plank position. One more here. Woo. All right, so you can roll over if you like. I'm flipping right around. We have bottom knee, okay, on the mat. Bottom elbow lined up with the shoulder. That's really important. When we have the elbow further away, it really places that shoulder in an unstable position. To get into that side plank, reach up with this arm, and we're just gonna hold it here. For my advanced people, if you wanna straighten the bottom leg, go for it. Hip up high, and then we're staying out of that bottom shoulder. Just an iso hold. You're really going to feel it on that bottom side. Yes, you'll feel it in your shoulder, but see if you can hang in there. We're only here for less than 10 seconds. We'll give the shoulder a break on the next one. Lower down. All right, now take this arm, reach it in front of you, roll onto the glute a bit. So we don't want to be right onto the hip. That's really uncomfortable for this exercise. Roll. Knees are bent, feet are stacked. We're going to take the hand light behind the ear. Side crunch. Tap the outside. And again, just roll back more onto the hip or onto the glute, pardon me, if you're feeling it on the hip. Both feet up if you want to make it harder. Breathe out as you crunch up. And say hello to your obliques. All right, stay on this side. One more to go here. Side plank position on that bottom knee, or maybe you're considering because of the shoulder issue, you'll stay with that side crunch we just did. Everybody else, bottom knee on the ground. Let's lift the hip up. Stay away from that bottom shoulder. Reach the arm up over the head and then drive everything in. If you'd like, you can straighten that bottom leg. So the last one on our side, we'll go back onto our back after this one. Remember that breath for me. And lift that hip high off of your mat. Last couple of reps. Woo! All right, come onto your back. Arms are down by your side. Moving into a reverse curl, and then we can tap the toe for those of you with sensitive low backs or you're just starting out in your fitness journey, or my more advanced people as you extend and curl. So toe tap or extend. The lower your legs are to the ground as you extend, the harder it is on the abs. Now play around with the hands. Is it behind the head? Does that feel better for you? Or down by your side? Breathe out as those knees are rolling in towards you. Woo. All right, take ourselves, stay in this position and now take those legs back up. From here, we're gonna keep the lower body stationary. Exhale, reach up and tap the outside of our shins. You ready? Let's go. Now, if you find that your neck fatigues, by all means, take one hand, place it behind the head, and give it some support. Or if you find you want both hands behind the head, go for it. We're keeping that lower body stationary though. Just doing a crunch, reaching towards the feet, exhaling as we lift. This is our last move too, okay? Yeah, thank goodness. Woo! All right, straighten those legs for me. That was a bit of a thigh burner too, wasn't it? Reach it, toes to fingertips. Ah, that feels nice, huh? And onto your side and press yourself up. There you have it. Thank you so much for joining me. You are pretty darn amazing. We will see you next workout. Bye.